Alright, y'all, good morning. I'm letting the windows defrost. Right now, it says I will get to the Army Recruiting College at 3:51, so pretty much 4 o'clock. However, that's going to change because, first of all, I have 16 miles to empty. So I'm about to do my first fill up and then get on the road. So I think that 3:51 is probably I'm about to make my estimate now on camera so I can see. It says 3:51 is my arrival time. I think I'm going to arrive at, I'm probably gonna stop 10 hours, 1, 2, 3 or 4 times. So I'm gonna add 2 hours to that. So 4 o'clock, I'm gonna say I'm gonna arrive around 6 o'clock. Let's see. I told my mom the other day, I said, I hope Knoxville, Tennessee has Wawas, because everybody knows I love a Wawa smoothie. I looked it up. Wawa has announced that they plan to implement locations, but currently they don't. I ain't even look it up at Fort Knox because I done already been told Fort Knox ain't got nothing around it. So I'm glad I stopped, y'all. If I see another Wawa on the way, I might stop and get another one. This is breakfast smoothie, and I got some grapes and cheese and crackers. Y'all know the regular Wawa combo for when we on the road. I get this every time, and I get the same smoothie. That's my travel snack. That's my travel breakfast, I should say. I always get it. They go hand in hand for me. Alright. No, wait, man. Probably get ready to put a movie on because I don't feel like listening to music all day. Alright, y'all, first pit stop. I'm still in the mountains. You can see the mountains like all over here in the background. Filling up the tank. I went in because they have McDonald's and Subway, but I didn't realize it's still breakfast time. So I'm gonna drive like another hour or 2 and then I'm gonna stop again and eat. But yeah, I'm currently watching Day After Tomorrow, which caused me to miss an exit, which added like 4 minutes to my arrival time, which I was annoyed about, but whatever. On the bright side, since I'm traveling, the trips are on the government, so I get to swipe my government travel card for everything, gas and food today, so yeah, I'll take a win.
Big check, big check.
This hallelujah on this side of heaven's gate. All my life found you, yeah. Breathe and take my breath away. At your altar I would pray, 'cause I spoke up the day. Oh my, you're taking me out of the ordinary.
Alright, y'all, I'm moving in. They had some little dishes that I won't be using. Just bought my first bag in for the kitchen area. It's a little warm in here. Turn it up. Let's see. Bathroom. Yeah. All right, let's go to my room. think my roommate has got here yet. Figure out how to work it. All right. And my room, which is a bunk bed. Yay. So closet. Does it work? Okay. Closet. Oh, it's hot in here, y'all. I'm assuming that's why there's a fan right there. Ugh. All right, this is home for the next 2 months. Yeah. All right, time to get moved in. All right, y'all. So my bags are unpacked. This basket I got is ragged. I just came to Walmart just to get first something for dinner because our cat cars won't be registered to start using the DFAC until tomorrow. So I pretty much came to get a TV. I'm sorry, like a little TV dinner or something for dinner tonight. And then I'm about to get a pillow because I don't have a pillow, and some wipes and some disinfectant spray. And I'm gonna go back and do that real quick so I can get to my hair. But I'm not gonna vlog while I'm in here. I'm kind of tired and starting to crash. You've seen one in Walmart. You've seen them all. I'll talk to y'all when I get back to the room. All right, y'all, back in the room. I just turned this fan on. So basically what I'm about to do is, like I told y'all, I'm just gonna get the room situated to get me through tonight. I need to go ahead and do my hair so I can get in bed. I'm tired. So I'm gonna just sanitize this area that I'm laying in, put my sheets on, wipe down in here, go spray down the bathroom real quick. I'm gonna do like the real cleaning. I'm not gonna even unpack nothing tonight. Just pulling out what I need for tomorrow. And I'm gonna counter the TV probably over there where y'all are sitting right now. That's it. I'm getting tired and I still gotta wash and retwist his hair so I can be looking like a soldier tomorrow. All right, y'all, we back. So the first day went pretty smooth. So I actually put a work order in for the AC, and surprisingly, as hot as it is outside, the room does feel a little cooler. So I don't know what they did, but everything's a mess because how about I was looking at the screenshot of the building I was supposed to link up at the whole time, and even though my eyes were seeing the building number, I kept saying, okay, I'm just linking up outside. How about I walk outside this morning, y'all, ain't nobody out there, and I'm like, what? Where is everybody? Look at the screenshot, and it finally registers to me that that's a completely different building. If y'all would have seen me driving around like a chicken with my head cut off this morning trying to look for the building, I know where it's at now. I pulled up. I ended up being on time, but I had to like park and run up to the formation so I wouldn't be the last person. Come on, Swan first class. Not E7. Almost late on the first day. But after that, all the kinks were out. Today was super smooth. I'm kind of mentally prepared for the pace of class. Basically, this week and next week gonna be super busy and super fast paced. He said the first 2 weeks is like a lot of information that they pouring at us. So I'm prepared to dive into the books and stuff this weekend. Anyway, I was gonna wait till this weekend to do it, which I'm gonna do an even deeper cleanse this weekend. However, we do need, I still don't have a roommate, so hopefully the universe just rocks with me. So all the females, there are so right now the classes are combined. This is day 0. So right now classes are combined, so it's about 50 of us, y'all. And the reason why we have bump is they said they have been getting an influx of, over the past 2 months, they had an influx. So they were getting like 200 people every week. So they had to start putting 2 people in this actual room itself. So it would kind of like be 4 people per room instead of 2 people per room. But now that's slowed down, so I'll get this room to myself, but I still have a bunk bed. Because the videos that I've seen of people in Army Recruiter College, they didn't have bunk beds. They had single beds, but now it makes sense. However, we're combined right now, so while we're combined, it's just gonna be, you know, a lot. We'll break down into smaller groups eventually, but like I was saying, I think we break down into smaller groups. They said week 4. So I did find out the recruiting station that I'm going to today. So I know exactly the recruiting station. I was able to Google it, and I know exactly where I'm going to be. However, what I was trying to get at to y'all is right now I still got this whole place to myself. I can't get into that other room because that's technically a room. But this common area, the bathroom, and this room, I have to myself right now. Even if somebody does eventually pop up, I don't care. They're going to be popping up after I'm settled, and I don't have to worry about us tiptoeing around each other to get settled. I'm going to be able to unpack and organize and just get settled. So that being said, I'm about to go change clothes real quick and run to the store. I'm going to get some, like a new shower curtain and floor mat for the bathroom. And we need some hand soap for the bathroom. And I'm saying we because it's a 2-person room, but I need some hand soap for the bathroom. I want a couple of more air fresheners because this building stinks. Come to find out, I'm in the overflow barracks, y'all. So those of you who are going to come to Army Recruiter College in the future, you may not be in this barracks. You might be in the barracks room that is just more updated and nicer, the nicer version of this. This is an older barracks because this is for overflow people, because while they're not having an influx of people where it's 200 people every Sunday checking in, they're still having overly large numbers. Like my class today has about 30 AGR people, and they said that is like record breaking. But there's about 5 of us Sergeant First classes. The other 2 female Sergeant First classes got room together, so they're in a room together. Talk about the universe rocking with me. So I have my little room to myself. But yeah, y'all, I was tired last night. It was a lot going on, travel day. So today, I'm gonna take advantage of this time while I don't have any read ahead homework to do or anything like that. And I'm gonna run to the store and get the last things that I was gonna wait to do this weekend today. So I'll probably get another area rug for this room, shower, stuff for the bathroom. I need some paper towels. I'm gonna make a list, but I'm gonna take y'all with me. But anyway, day 0 of Army Recruiter College. Everything was pretty fast paced. It pretty much consists of a lot of briefs, a lot of paperwork. You do height and weight today. I passed. I didn't even have to get taped. I was exactly 156 pounds, period. So yeah, I'm about to do all of that now. This weekend I still will do another clean, an even deeper clean than what I'm about to do today. However, it won't be as much because I'm about to come back, and I think I'm gonna get busy in here for a good 2 hours, and I'm gonna take a shower and relax. I still have that TV dinner and my leftovers from yesterday, so I'm gonna eat that for dinner, and I'm good. But you do march everywhere for those of you who are coming, and you do have to, even if you're not gonna go to lunch, you still have to march with them to the lunch stop point. They'll go into the DFAC, and then you can walk back to your car and go wherever you want, but then you have to park your car, walk back over, and meet them in time enough to march together back to class. Same with when you want to leave. There's a computer lab that you can utilize if you want to stay late and do stuff. However, you still have to walk with everybody from class to the meet point, and then you can walk back to class to use the computer lab. So be prepared to march everywhere, and be prepared to do PT 5 days a week now. However, it's student led, so you can get creative with it. I'm already about to, when I lay down in bed tonight, be looking up some like creative PT sessions. Like, hey y'all, welcome back to the vlog. So I just got back on post, and I'm gonna wrap the vlog up here. We are at Army Recruiter College, but I want to leave this with y'all because I literally just got off a like 15-minute phone call with one of my old friends, and we talked and caught up, and this friend briefly asked me, do you speak to so-and-so still? And the so-and-so she talking about is a so-and-so that I used to date, y'all, right? And And I'm like, no, we actually don't speak, aren't involved in each other's life in any way. She's like, I can't believe that. I thought y'all always was gonna. I'm like, yeah. At one point in time I did too. And then she made a comment like, well, I don't like the way the person did you, da-da-da-da-da. And I stopped her and I said, you know, while the person wasn't innocent, you know, and I don't negate any wrongdoing that was ever done to me. However, I said, you know, through growth and self-love and practicing self-love and when I reflect, I realized a lot of times when I would call you crying about that person, I was really not as upset with the person as I was upset with myself. And that's the reason why it hurts so bad. It hurts really bad when you allow somebody to treat you less than what you deep down believe you're worth. And I said, you know, that person would have never been able to do these things had I walked away when they repeatedly showed me exactly who I was to them. Regardless of how much I loved that person, I could never love them enough or fuck them enough to make them love me or treat me the way I desired them to, because it simply never was meant to be, and it never was going to be me, not for that person, right? And so I said, you know, it took me a while to get there, but I don't wish ill will on the person. I'm just grateful for it all. I'm grateful for going through that season of my life. And that's something that I would share with my daughter, and I thought I would share with y'all. That's something that I would share with Tony when she gets older and we have our woman to woman, older woman to younger woman conversations. You know, life is what you make it, and you're not gonna always be proud of the situations, because you know, lust and love and, you know, emotions will get you, you know, take you there. But today I'm standing firm on self-love, and I know my worth, and I had to go through that to truly understand what it is that I desired for me, and that going through that situation started my self-love and my self-worth and my healing journey. And I just didn't have to heal from that situation. I had to heal from a lot of things that I had been through. But had I never went through that, perhaps it would have happened later in life, you know, who knows. So yeah, I mean, that's just like an aha moment to me, y'all, looking back on the situation and no longer being mad at the person, but understanding that you really were disappointed in yourself. Because had you been practicing self-love and knew your worth, it never would have happened in the first place, because you would have been gone. Child would have been gone. Years of my life loving somebody who never was gonna love me the way I desired them to. I was caught up. But yeah, y'all, I'm Renee. This is Renee's World. If you've ever done anything that you're not proud of, forgive yourself and allow yourself the journey of healing. You owe it to you, because there definitely is somebody out there for everybody, you know. And you know, you can't make nobody love you. Your person is out there, but you got to put the work in to make sure that you are right? And you gonna always attract what you're giving out, you know. Somebody who treats somebody ill, and you know, they can't love themselves if they walk around treating people wrong all the time, playing with people love and lying, right? They can't love themselves. They can't love themselves. And the fact that you let them do it means that you don't truly love you, because every time they tell you a lie, every time they feed you, want to wake up and act funny today, or you know, feeling a little cold, or clearly making you an option, you know it, and then you sit around and you allow it to happen because you're not loving on yourself right. So I don't know, I just feel really good about myself, the fact that I'm able to reflect on those situations. You know, healing is a beautiful thing. Healing is a beautiful thing, y'all. I remember times I would sit in my room and cry like a little baby child. But such is life, you know, to think how, I once thought I would never get over a person, and now you can see them, speak, wish them well, if you do, you know, and it just be peace. I love it for me. I love this season that I'm in, y'all. I really do. I love it for me so much. Y'all see, I just pulled up to the barracks. So let me go on back in here with my little things I bought from my barracks and get my barracks room together. It's 7:14. I want to be in bed by 9 o'clock. I'm going to go hard for a little hour, and then I'm going to take me a shower and wind it on down. I got to do PT tomorrow, y'all. I'm Renee. This is Renee's World. So make sure you tune back in, darling. See y'all next time.